Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. I'm about to go hop in the shower really soon. I wanted to just come on here and show y'all my natural hair. It's growing back. I did not do what most people do, is cut my hair all the way off and start all the way completely over. I didn't do that. I just let my hair regrow back from where it was damaged at. And it's doing really good. And I think I'm about ready to go to the barber now so that I can get a fresh, clean cut look, at least on this part of my hair. It's coming along, guys, you know. I just wanted to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I am not saying it to my father because he was never there for me. And I know most people say, oh, you're just being bitter. You're holding a grudge against your father. But here's the thing. I don't have to hold a grudge against anyone who was never there, who never participated in taking care of me or raising me or teaching me things, or was my shoulder to cry on when I needed it, or, a person who did not do those things for me. I look at it like this. All you simply were was a sperm donor for my mother, but you were never my father. My grandmother and my mother took care of me. They did all the work. And when my mother and grandmother passed away, my foster parents stepped in and picked up where my mother and grandmother left off. So the four people who deserve any credit for this day is my mother, rest her soul, my grandmother, rest her soul, my foster mother, and my foster father. Those four people deserve all the credit. My father deserves no credit. Do I hate my father? No. But do I have any love for my father? No. But do I love him because of that he gave me his DNA? Sure. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't exist. So I love him for participating in my existence, but it doesn't go any further or any less than that. Do I hate my daddy? No. I did for a while, but I've gotten past that part. So this Father's Day is dedicated to my parents, my four parents that I just shared with y'all. But my biological father, no, I don't even give him a thought. And if I do give him any thought at all, it's just about the fact that he was always absent. And the times that he was present for a very short time. My father's narcissism it speaks volumes to what I'm going through in my life today, what I went through in my life in the past, and what I will probably go through in my life in the future. My father's narcissism heavily contributes to the narcissist that I encountered, the narcissist that abused me, the narcissist that did all these horrible things to me. My father was the trailblazer in my life that set the mark for me to run into narcissistic men, and the narcissistic man who I ended up marrying and having 2 children with, and the narcissistic man that I share my son with. And I think if I was taught better and treated better, I would have picked better men. Let's just put it that way. This day, that's who I dedicated to, is my 4 parents. But that's where it ends, and I'm going to just leave it at that. Now, there are many, many people out there who are narcissists, who probably don't even understand or can't even grasp how much damage that they have done to individuals in society, how much hurt and pain that they have caused people, how much worse they are making the world and society, and how much they are actually contributing to this narcissistic society. And the thing about it is, I'm not losing no sleep over it anymore like I used to. I'm not allowing it to affect me the way that it used to anymore. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It stands where it stands. As far as my ex, who is the narcissist, who I'm still legally married to, I'm not acknowledging this day for him either, even though he has my children, and even though my children are in his care, because he's really not caring for my children. It's really his mother who's caring for my children. He's just a placeholder and a face for this fake facade that he puts on, this fake image that he has to uphold, this fake daddy of the year, daddy of the decade image that he upholds, this plastic and cardboard that he parades around to lead others to believe that he's such this great dad, when really he's a piece of crap. Okay, he's a piece of shit. And the person who really took care of the children financially, emotionally, and physically was me, their mother. The first 10 to 12 years of my children's life, I took care of my children, while his mother was in the background helping and supporting as the grandmother for her son, but not for me. Oh, and she made that very clear, that she never helped out to help me. She only helped out to help out her son, which is fine, you know. But it's not something that she needed to say. But I guess she said it, and she felt the need to say it to try to make me feel some type of way, to try to hurt me, to try to make me feel low about myself. You know, narcissists, they're very good at that. They're very good at making you feel low about yourself, because they feel low about themselves. And now that my children are living with him, because that's the choice that they made, because I allowed them to make it, because I'm the type of parent, I don't believe in withholding my children from their father if that's what they want. I don't believe in that. I believe that both parents need to be active in the children's lives. Another thing too is that, you know, I have to allow my children to see for themselves the shit that I've been going through the last 16 years. And they have to be able to see for themselves the things that I'm trying to get them to believe, because everything that I told them was hardcore truths about their father. And not that I wanted to bash him to them, but I just need them to be able to see that all the things I've been saying is all true. And eventually what's done in the dark will come to the light, right? So eventually his mask is going to fall from my children, okay? And once his mask starts to fall, my children will be able to see the true him, his true character, his true intentions, his true motives, his true personality, his true self. And once my children see that, then they're going to realize, oh, wow, mom was right all along. Mom was telling the truth all this time. My 14-year-old daughter, who's very stubborn, who's very hard-headed and very disrespectful and very in the mindset of, I know it all, she's going to learn the hard way. Now, a lot of people may say, oh, you know, you are a bad mom for leaving your children in that type of environment. Here's the thing. The abuser who abused me, he doesn't treat my children the same way that he has treated me. As a matter of fact, he does everything he possibly can to make sure those kids have what they need, but he does it in a way that most of us would not agree on, and that's he's using his mother to financially foot the bill for things. So in his sick, twisted way, he's a great dad. In his sick, twisted mind, he's not doing anything wrong. But the way I view it, right, is that my children are not in harm's way. They are in a place and in an environment where they are loved, even though these narcissistic family members of his and him, the narcissist, even though all of these narcissists are against me and they're trying to hurt me and they're, you know, against me or whatever, they love those children. I wouldn't dare leave my children in a situation or in an environment where they are going to be harmed or they are in harm's way. They're not. My children are very much loved by those people. So despite how they feel about me, despite what they think of me, and despite how they treat me, they treat my children very well. The only thing that I disagree with that they do, that I just feel like is a form of abuse and is just completely wrong, and they don't see it this way, is that they speak, ill of me in front of my children, and I wish they wouldn't do that. But other than that one thing I just said, them speaking ill of me in front of and around my kids, other than that, they treat my children very well. They take good care of my kids. They love my children. So I'm not knowingly leaving my children in any kind of harm or danger. Now, the soon as I get any kind of whiff of any kind of danger or harm going on, I already know what I got to do. Contact a lawyer, contact Child Protective Services, contact the police, the judges, and get all these authorities involved. I already know what I got to do if anything like that comes about. And I always question my children every time they visit me, every time I go and pick them up, every time I spend time with them, or every time they're staying with me for long periods of time. I always question my children about what's going on, what they're doing, how they're feeling, how they're being treated. I always constantly make it an adamant thing that I'm checking in constantly, just making sure that they're okay. Now, I know a lot of you will say, well, children, they have a tendency to lie and not tell the truth about what's really going on because of fear. You don't know what's going on behind your back, and you don't know how your children are being treated behind your back. They could be lying to protect those narcissists because they're scared, which could possibly be true. But here's the thing. There's a God in heaven who I trust, who I know that in my absence, my children are safe. God is protecting my children in my absence. I trust God, and the power of God is stronger than any human being on this planet. And my faith is that strong, and God is in control. I trust God. So as long as God is in control, my children are safe. And not only that, I pray for my children daily. I pray for their safety. I pray for their well-being. I pray for them to be covered with the Holy Spirit. I pray for my children all the time. So I know that there is a God who is in control of all things, and I'm not in control of all things. So as long as God is in control of all things, my children are just fine. Now, back on the subject of Father's Day for this narcissist. This narcissist does not deserve to be acknowledged. He is not a good dad. He is not father of the year like he wants to portray himself to be. He is not father of the decade like he wants to portray himself to be. If anything, he's a piece of shit. And if anything, he's trying to hide his true character, his true self, his true, narcissistic ways, his true evil thoughts, his true evil self, his true, just disgusting of a person that he is. And he never is going to hold himself accountable for the things that he never did for our children. He's never going to hold himself accountable for all the things that he did to me. He's never going to hold himself accountable for the abuse. He's never going to hold himself accountable for how shitty of a husband that he's been in the last 16 years. And he's never going to hold himself accountable for how shitty of a father that he was to my 2 children that I had with him and to my son outside of our marriage. His mother is never going to hold herself accountable either. They're all doing evil. They're all negative-minded people, and they have stony hearts that they refuse to go heal and, get better about and treat people better. They refuse to do those things, and they refuse to be held accountable for any wrong things that they have done. So this narc, he don't get no acknowledgement from me. My father, he don't get no acknowledgement from me. So for this Father's Day, this is Happy Father's Day to all the mothers and fathers out there who are hard workers, who actually take care of their children, who are not using other people to take care of their children for them, and who are not walking around putting on fake facades and fake images and telling lies and trying to protect their image and trying to uphold their ego and getting their egos fed. This Father's Day is not for men like that. And this Father's Day is not for women like that either. So all of the narcissists out there, you get no acknowledgement. This day is not for you. For all the women who are narcissists and have their children, you get no acknowledgement. This day is not for you. So this is all I have for this video. This is just a raw and uncut video. I don't have my cap on like I usually do. I'm just showing y'all the progress that my hair is making. My hair has grown so much in the last 90 days. I've lost so much hair the last 90 days, but so much of it has grown back 90 days after. So in the last 6 months, this is where my hair is at now. It fell out heavily, and then this is the result of what it looks like now 3 months later. It's looking really good. It's looking really healthy. I'm finna take this part, go to the barber and get cleaned up and leave the top long. I'm gonna keep feeding my hair vitamins. I'm gonna keep washing it. I'm gonna keep taking my vitamin D tabs. I'm gonna keep on doing the things I'm supposed to do so I can have long, healthy hair again. And then too, you know, guys, like, this is the result of narcissistic abuse. You will experience autoimmune diseases that will cause your hair to fall out, cause your eyes to be all like this. Like, there was times when my eyes was looking like this, y'all, like just poking out. And the medications I'm taking is fixing that. Like, it's, you know, I'm seeing a lot of improvement with my physical health. It was really worse. I was stressed out. My periods were very irregular. I had migraine headaches. I was constantly depressed and sad all the time. I've dealt with a lot of PTSD. I'm still dealing with PTSD, but it's a work in progress. I'm taking a lot of vitamins and medications, and I've completely changed my diet to kind of help my body recover from the effects of narcissistic abuse, helping my body to go into remission for a lot of things, and helping my body to get back to some normal, healthy state of health, because it takes a lot of work to get your body to be back healthy. It takes a lot of work to get your body to be back where it should be after dealing with narcissistic abuse. And there's a lot of things. It's not just autoimmune diseases. It's not just migraine headaches. It's not just irregular menstrual periods. It's a whole lot of slew of other things that your body will go through, like digestive problems. I've dealt with digestive problems, I want to say, the last decade, dealing with narcissistic abuse. And my body is slowly recovering. It's not recovering quickly. It's recovering slowly. So I'm showing you guys a raw and uncut footage of my hair, its growth. I have not put any perms in it, any hot combs on it. I just kind of been letting it be free and natural and healthy so it can get back long and full again. I'm trying to get it back to the phase where it's full, because it was at full at one time, and now it's thin now, and I'm trying to let it get back full. I'm working on my digestive system, you know, my belly, my tummy. I have changed my diet and eat certain foods to kind of give my digestive system a break and allow my digestive system to get strong again, allow my stomach to heal, allow my digestive system to heal. I've been doing the things I'm supposed to do mentally and spiritually, prayer, feeding myself positivity, trying to put one foot in front of the other, trying to fight all the negative thoughts that the narcissist left with me, you know, trying to rebuild my self-esteem that the narcissist tore down for many years. And then too, just putting up boundaries and teaching myself not to accept BS anymore, because I have narcissistic family members too, guys, not just my father, but my sister is a narcissist, my younger sister. I don't know if you saw my previous video where I did a reaction on a woman who did a video about breaking down the two types of children, and I'm one of those children. My sister is the other child, and she's the narcissist, and she's the bisexual narcissist. She dates studs and women, and she dates men too. My sister is the narcissistic daughter. I'm the empathic daughter. So go and watch that. I forget the name of the title, but if y'all just scroll through my videos, you'll find it. But yeah, guys, like, I had to, you know, kick my sister out of my house weeks ago. You know, I had invited her down here to come to my son's graduation, and I was so excited. I wanted to rekindle a relationship with my sister. I wanted to start off with a clean slate with her. I wanted to put everything behind us and start anew, create new memories. And of course, because she's a narcissist, and this is something I'm recently coming to grips with, is the fact that my sister is a narcissist. When she came down here, she created a fight with me twice. I warned her the first time, and then she created a fight with me the second time. And the second time I had to pretty much shut her down, cut her off, and I had to kick her out of my house, and I told her never to come back here again. I'm never inviting my sister in my personal space again. I love my sister, but I have to love her from afar. But I will not allow her or any family member to disrespect me and think that them disrespecting me because they're family, that they're just allowed to disrespect me, or that they have the green light or the green pass to mistreat me, talk to me any kind of way, treat me any kind of way, lie on me, disrespect me, treat me like I'm beneath them when really they're beneath me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going for it. So if I finally put my foot down with my narcissistic husband, what makes my narcissistic sister think that I'm not going to put my foot down with her? So family or not, friend or not, child or not, acquaintance or not, whoever you are in life, I am now doing this new thing where I am not accepting disrespect anymore. I am no longer accepting mistreatment anymore. I am no longer allowing somebody to make me feel like I am less than anymore. That is gone. That is over with. That is the past. That is the old me. The new me ain't accepting BS anymore. Well, I love you guys. I see you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings to you all. Later.